right, just took a deep breath there. Zach Wilkins, the PBA Scorpion Championship winner, the first two-time winner on the 2026 PBA Tour. How do you begin to describe this last month for you?
It's probably been the greatest months of my entire life. I've put in a lot of work to get to this point. I've said it time and time again that you never know when it's going to happen, but you just continue to keep putting your head down and going to work, knowing that your process is going to get you to where you want. And yeah, here we are again, sitting in the chair.
Yeah, you joked when you got the top seed for this. You're like, I'm getting pretty comfy in this chair. And here you are back again. So many things happened tonight on the lanes. I don't even really know exactly where to start here. But let's go all the way back to qualifying, actually, because your first three games of this event were not pretty good.
No.
If you would have started game 4 and someone would have said, hey, buddy, just keep doing what you're doing, you're going to win the title, how would you have believed them?
Oh, I would have laughed at him. I would have been like, I don't know who you are, what you're saying, or why you're saying this, because I'm pretty sure when I looked at the scoreboard, I was 32 under, and I'm pretty sure I was close to last place at that point. So it was, all right, we got nothing to lose at this point with 7 games to go.
And you power through those 7 games, you lead qualifying, you win your matches out here tonight. The championship match was an odd one here. First off, how are you feeling facing Jesper right after he shoots 299 in the semis?
I was glad he was striking, because sometimes, coming off a game like that, I know for myself, following my own transition can be pretty dreadful sometimes when you're striking that much. But Jesper's a very talented bowler. He understands his moves. He understands which bowling balls he's throwing. So I wouldn't say it was concerning, but I knew I had to be locked in order to beat Jesper.
Yeah, the first game needed to be extra locked in there for the 10th frame. Just describe what happened there. Were you aware that 2 pins would have been enough?
Yeah, I was aware that 2 pins was enough to win. I was a little bit more shocked about the first shot. That lane was kind of giving me fits the entire match. It was just, if you got it a hair right, it just would kind of wiggle and didn't respond the way I wanted it to. And that was kind of the same shot like that. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, just get 2. And yeah, I don't know why I decided to throw my spare ball at those 2 pins, because I was perfect on all my spares on the right side. So just hit the 610 and move on. But in pressure moments, you just get up there and do things. And I just lost sign of focus for a frame, and that's what happens out here.
Yeah, the last couple of years on TV, you've averaged over 240 and just couldn't get the breaks when you needed them, and you got the breaks when you needed them tonight. That's kind of a they always say the breaks even out. I feel like they did that today. Would you agree?
I definitely agree. Yeah, we were able to capitalize on some good breaks. A couple of Brooklyns in a well-timed frames. But yeah, you just said, like, I had a lot of unfortunate breaks to start my career on TV. So yeah, the universe is just paying respect to me now.
The real difference in this match at the end of it, in the roll-off, you were very decisive in starting on the right lane so you could finish on the left lane.
Yeah.
Why was that? And then how were you able to – that first shot on the right lane in the roll-off was about as perfect as you can throw a shot.
Yeah, there was no way I was starting on the left lane and ending on the right lane, because I think throughout the entire match, both games, I think I only struck 3, maybe 4 times on that right lane, and 2 of them were Brooklyn. So being able to pick and being the high seed and being able to pick, I was 100% choosing the right lane, because I had a very good idea of what the left lane was giving me. There was a little bit more forgiveness, a little bit more hold. So that's kind of why I chose that.
Did you just get a little ahead of yourself on the second shot in the 10th on the left lane?
Yeah, I just told myself to stick to my process, stick to my routine, did everything right. Ball was online. It was just a little slow. So just, obviously, like I just said prior, every shot matters out here, because these guys are that good, and you can't give these guys chances.
The semifinals was you, Jesper, Chris By, and Santu. Each attacked the first one, the highest seed in the quarterfinals. How important was power and rev rate on the Scorpion pattern?
I definitely think it played a big factor, mainly because if you were to look at the graph, there wasn't much right to throw at, so we had to play pretty far left. And in order to play pretty far left, you got to create some angle, and to get the corners out, you got to have some high rev, a little bit more, speed and power to get those pins to fall. So as you can see, there were a lot of powerful two-handers, including, EJ, the one-hander, obviously the best in the world. So yeah, thankfully I'm two-handed.
AJ Chapman, your doubles partner, was here for you for every shot tonight. Your coach came in. You had a couple more people in support, I believe. What does it mean to have that kind of support here for you?
Oh, it's everything, man. I mean, this is what keeps me going. Having a great support system back in Kansas City, Sioux Falls, back home, my parents, everyone, like, they are the ones that keep you going, because you can't do this by yourself. It gets pretty dark sometimes. I've been in that situation. So to have friends, family, coaches, all of the above, it pushes you to go above and beyond in your game.
We spoke in between the last round of qualifying on Shark and tonight about 4 days ago. And, well, we kind of spoke because you haven't been able to speak too much. You've been pretty sick.
Yeah.
How were you able to recover and get yourself ready to bowl tonight?
There was a lot of sleep that happened. I'm not entirely sure which day we talked, but I gutted through that day pretty vigorously. Like, I had zero energy. My coach just kept one shot at a time, one shot at a time. And when we had that day off, I slept the entire day. I was not feeling well. You can kind of still hear it in my voice a little bit, but we are on the up and the amend now. But yeah, it was a struggle. It was a struggle.
All right, your boys are ready to celebrate. We got a couple more questions.
Yeah.
You described your title with AJ, your doubles title, as a little bittersweet. You're on top of the mountain, but it just feels different when you win your singles title.
Oh, yeah.
And we saw it out here as you held that trophy.
Yeah.
What feels different about it?
I think a lot of people, when it comes to doubles titles, they think, oh, you have a partner, so you can, say you didn't bowl your best or didn't have it that day, you still had a partner to carry you to a title. Where in singles, you don't have anyone helping you. So it's solely on your own and your support system. So to win a singles title, shortly after a doubles, I mean, it's probably the coolest feeling ever.
All right, you've in the last month, you won a doubles title. You led the TOC, finished runner-up there.
Yeah.
You led this tournament. You won this tournament. You're the first player to win 2 titles this season. I mean, the elephant in the room here is you're officially on the Player of the Year ballot.
Yeah.
Can you be the Player of the Year?
I did say to a lot of friends back in Kansas City to start the year that I was going to win some titles this year, and I was going to win Player of the Year. So I'm going to keep riding this hot hand, keep putting in the hard work, and hopefully at the end of the year we can call ourselves Player of the Year.
You made the World Championship final in a month up in Allen Park. A win there would go a long ways towards helping your Player of the Year case. Are you any more excited for that opportunity now?
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I know I'm going to be very refreshed before getting there. So yeah, it's going to be great to get back to Kansas City, celebrate for a few days, and then kind of just get the mind back to how we were a couple of months ago, and just digress everything and get ready for that tournament.
All right, Zach Wilkins, your Scorpion champion, the first player to win 2 titles in 2026.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, man.